You have had your locks for 2 years and you can't see any significant growth? Huh? My hair is not down to my butt length or anything, but I have seen growth within 2 years that is realistic. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how you can grow your hair. These tips are like the basic tips that you need to know to grow your hair. Nothing crazy, no crazy hair oils or hair growth regimen, nothing like that. Very, very simple and basic. Easily applicable. Okay? Okay. So today I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to actually grow your hair that you can literally start doing from today if you have seen that your hair is not growing. If you have had locks for over 2 years, you should see like significant hair growth from when you first started till now, because locks in itself is a way for you to like literally grow your hair. I know people who get locks just to grow their hair. So the first one I'm going to talk about is your scalp. Your scalp is very essential to your hair growth. If your scalp is clogged, your hair is not going to be growing properly. If your scalp is dry, your hair is not going to be growing properly. If your scalp is not healthy, you are not going to be seeing the growth that you want to see. That said, if you don't wash your hair at least every 3 weeks, that can be another reason why your scalp is clogged and your hair is not growing like how you want it to grow. When you wash your hair, you should make sure that you're focusing more on your scalp. You should be doing a thorough wash on your scalp, at least 2 washes on your scalp before you even think about your locks, like your lock length itself. You should be scrubbing your scalp, scrub-a-dub-dub. If your fingers are not doing the job, get yourself a scalp scrubber. You can use this while you're washing your hair. That is gonna help to make sure that you're actually cleaning your scalp. You should make sure that the shampoo that you're using is not gonna leave any residue on your scalp. When you're washing your hair and you decide to use conditioner, make sure that number 1, your conditioner is diluted, and make sure that you're not putting any conditioner on your scalp, because that is gonna cause buildup. Another thing you can do for your scalp is to massage your scalp, like especially when you're like putting product on your scalp. Actually massage your scalp for like 5 minutes to allow for blood circulation to promote hair growth. The next thing I'm going to talk about is moisturizing your locks. If you do not know how to moisturize your locks, I literally just posted a video on how to moisturize your locks. If you don't know how to moisturize your locks, or you have no idea what you should be doing to moisturize your locks, go watch that video. I go in depth. I talk about hair porosity and what method you should be using to actually moisturize your locks. When I say moisturizing your locks, I'm talking especially about the ends of your hair, because the ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair. So if you're not taking care of your lock ends, then what are you doing? The ends get weaker over time, so if you're not putting extra care into your lock ends, that is when you start to see so much breakage, and your hair will be growing from the scalp, but then you're allowing that growth to break off at the end. For basic moisture, you can use the LOC method or the LCO method, and if you want more details, as I said, I talked about it in my previous video, so you can go watch that. Or if you have normal porosity hair, this is like a little snippet. If you have normal porosity hair, you can do what most people do and just use like water, a hydration mist, and an oil, and then you're gonna be fine. But you need to be doing some type of routine to actually keep your locks moisturized. Another thing that has to do with moisture is that a lot of people just spray like water in their hair and then just leave it at that. You can't just spray water in your hair and then not seal it in with an oil. The water is gonna come out of your hair. The next tip I'm going to talk about is keeping your fingers out of your hair. The more you touch your hair, the more you play with it, the more you're allowing for your hair to break off. Leave your hair alone. Stop touching your hair. Take your fingers out of your hair. Yes, you. I'm talking you. Like, I understand. I get it. Your locks are getting pretty. They're looking so nice. They're dropping. But keep your fingers out of your hair. If you're not moisturizing your hair, there's no reason why your hands should be in your hair. The next tip I'm going to talk about is covering your hair at night, or covering your hair when you're at home. You need to be covering your hair. And when I say cover your hair, I'm not talking about covering it with a hoodie or covering it with a blanket. I'm talking about using a satin scarf, a satin bonnet, a silk pillowcase, a satin pillowcase to make sure that your hair is protected when you're sleeping. If you're a crazy sleeper and you go to bed and you don't put a bonnet on your head and you're not using satin sheets or a satin pillowcase and you roll around in the bed, do you actually think your hair is going to be protected and it's not going to break off? That wrestling that you're doing in the bed? That's not gonna work. You need to make sure that you're covering your hair at night to prevent the friction from breaking off your hair. When you do this, you will see hair growth. The next one I'm going to talk about is your lock maintenance. For your lock maintenance, you need to make sure that you're not retwisting or interlocking your hair too often. If you're in the beginning of your lock journey, you should not be skipping retwists, but at that same time, you should not be getting a retwist every 2 weeks or every single week. Allow for your roots to actually grow before you actually get your retwist or you interlock. With interlocking, you can go even longer without scheduling another maintenance appointment, because when you interlock, it literally makes sure that the hair is secure at the root. So it takes a while for your roots to grow back in. Everyone is different, but the average length is like from 6 to 8 weeks, especially if you're in the beginner phases. But if you're like past the 1.5 years or a year, you can go like 3 months without retwisting or interlocking your hair, and your hair is gonna be fine. But then going like 6 months and like that is a little bit too long. I'm not the type of person to actually use specific products to like aggressively want to grow my hair. I know that products on its own don't actually magically grow your hair. I'm not the type of person to say that, oh, I'm gonna use this hair oil to make my hair grow, or I'm gonna try this treatment to make my hair grow. That may be because like I have hair, like maybe I'm biased. But your hair is growing regardless. Okay? Let's accept that today, okay? Your hair is growing regardless. So if you want your hair to grow, you should not be focusing on this product or this product. Focus on creating healthy hair care habits, and that is what is going to help you to actually see your hair grow. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how often you style your hair. You should not be getting a style every single time you get a retwist. Again, that is going to be too much pulling on your scalp, and your hair is literally going to fall off your scalp. You're just going to touch your hair like this, and one of these days it's gonna fall out. So take your time. Take your time with the styling. You don't need to be doing the most. You don't need to get a style every single time. The retwist itself is the style. It's okay. The last thing I'm going to talk about is like the things you put inside your body. I know for a fact when I eat like nonsense, when I eat ridiculous food, I can literally see it in how my hair looks, okay? So if you eat good, like eat your fruits, you eat your vegetables, you actually drink enough water, you're going to see that nutrition like reflecting on your hair. Another way that you can promote your hair growth is by taking supplements. I don't take any supplements because I'm not trying to like do anything. I feel like at a certain point I'm gonna start taking supplements to make sure that my hair is growing and it grows to where I want it to get to. So overall, all in all you need to do is to focus on creating healthy hair care habits and like eat good. Like that is literally it. That is like the summary of this entire video. That is all I'm saying. Eat good and take care of your hair in a sensible way, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. You need to have patience with your hair and give your hair time to grow to the length that you see. When you see people with their hair to their butt length, they did not grow that hair in 2 days. You need to understand that people have different genetics. That also plays a very, very, very big role in how long your hair can grow, okay? Okay, that's it for today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.